righty. Good evening, everybody. It is 5:39 p.m., July 7th, and we're going to go ahead and call this meeting of the Vincennes Historic Review Board to order. Present, we have myself, Tim, Elizabeth, Brian, and Sarah Friends is on the way. Sarah Wolf was not able to make it today. Folks, in your packet, we have some minutes from the June 2nd meeting. I was there for that one. Oh, this was primarily the Trace Building. I think that was all we had on that one, wasn't it?
I think that was.
Oh, and some mural stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You guys had a chance to look at the minutes. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Well, I would like to point out that Rye was supposed to come back with a paint color to be approved. And it was
Oh,
not.
he was, yes.
Yeah, the minute I saw it, I thought,
You're
I don't
right.
recall that. Anyway,
I think
he was supposed to have that approved. It was not, and I would like to make note that it wasn't, so it is what it is. It looks way better,
Yeah,
It does look way better.
those look way better.
and I'm just, happy to see it done.
That's a good point, though. All righty. Brian, you got anything for that one?
No, I agree, it looks better.
Yeah.
Here she
All right. All righty. And, for the minutes, Sarah Friends has arrived. Excellent. We were just looking over minutes from the last meeting. There wasn't anything too exciting on there. What Elizabeth did point out was it was all about the Trace Building, and they finished it up, painted it green, and everything else looks good. They were supposed to come back for approval for the paint color and didn't, but it's up and it's green, and I mean it's still an approved color on that palette and everything else. So
I talked to him on the street, he said he was going to Niehaus to pick out one of the approved colors, so.
nice. All right. Did you have any questions, comments, concerns on the minutes? I'll give you a moment to look at that.
No,
Nope. All right. Well, with that, we'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Well, okay, Brian made them, well,
Okay,
I made the motion. We had first from Brian, and second from Elizabeth.
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Right.
Aye, the ayes have it. Minutes approved. Excellent. All righty. I don't think, Brian, we didn't really have any old business. Brad, I'm sorry, we didn't really have any old business, did we? No. All righty. We are gonna move on. We got 4 items on the agenda, guys. So first up, Espinoza's 1414 McCormick Avenue. Oh, but the property, I'm sorry, is 414 North 5th Street. How's it going?
Good, how are you guys?
Yeah, real good.
So, yeah, we would like to request approval to perform some exterior remodeling at the property on 414 North 5th Street. So, we would like to replace all the windows. All the windows currently on the property are broken, and so we would like to request approval to do that. We would like to,
Yeah, that's an estate, isn't it? Dear Lord.
yeah, we would like to, so the property had a porch that collapsed, and so we would just like to put a new porch right where the old one stood. And then we would like to replace the siding. It's currently very old and falling apart, and so that's one
Is
thing
that
we
old
would like to do.
aluminum siding that's on there? Is that old aluminum
be,
siding that's on there
Espinosa.
right now?
No, it's not aluminum. It's it looks like it looks like asbestos, like an older type of
Yeah.
siding.
yeah, I'm just looking for.
Oh,
the
I see
picture
that,
that
yeah, in
you
that one
have.
picture, yeah, okay.
Here's the thing.
And then we would like to add a new, second door in hopes of potentially converting it
Across from
to
the
a
parking lot at school.
second unit in the upstairs. Sorry.
Gotcha.
So those are, and then that should encompass everything that we're hoping to do to the exterior.
You go.
North Fifth.
So on that roof, it looked like it had a flat roof on it.
Say
You're
again?
gonna go ahead and put a shed roof for the porch roof instead of, did it have a flat roof that came out, or was it a shed roof that fell?
Man, I don't, I
You're
wanna,
gonna go with the shed roof.
yeah, I wanna say it was a flat roof.
Flat roof?
I wanna say that's what it had, but I don't remember.
Flat roofs don't last,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we-
gonna put a pitched roof on it.
Okay,
like slant.
okay.
Well, that's a suggestion, like,
Yeah.
I really
No,
wanted,
that's a
yeah.
suggestion, yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, otherwise, I did the same thing on mine. and
Yeah.
The flat roof's just,
I think it was flat. I'm
leaks
pretty sure
and
that's what it was.
trouble.
water
Yeah.
pulls up, the gutters don't work. Ask me how I know that, yeah.
Are you gonna change, are you gonna keep those same, wrought iron, supports? Is that your picture shows them? And they're still there?
I mean, not those exact same ones, but
Something similar?
yeah, something similar.
Some newer and better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. With,
Pull up the property card on that one.
with the replacement windows, are you gonna, go back, you're doing replacement windows, not new construction?
Correct.
Are you gonna replace the trim, or are you gonna wrap it with, trim coil white metal?
Replace the trim.
Okay.
And has the property already been approved for a second unit? Before you add a second door for an
Uh,
upstairs unit, it would have to be approved.
Okay. I don't believe we have. Who do we?
Brad,
go
is that
through?
like a zoning thing, or does that need approval to split that for a multi-dwelling for rentals? We don't?
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
Good. Consider
you.
it registered, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, my computer's being so crappy.
So I guess the windows be the same size?
Yeah, I guess that's a couple of things, just in general. First, I think, awesome, you're gonna fix it up, that's great.
Yeah,
Rental,
it looks like
whatever,
it
it's
could
good.
use a lot of
Yeah,
work.
definitely needs.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Just a couple of things in general. For the windows,
Mhm.
they can be vinyl windows and everything, they just need to be the same size
Okay.
and the same style. So
Okay.
if it's just, like right now, it's just, large double hung windows.
Yeah.
They just need to be the same size.
Okay.
Yeah, still double hung
Yeah.
and so on.
That was the plan.
Yeah. And similar thing for the doors, if you can keep the same style
Okay.
of doors, the same size of openings and everything else,
Okay.
that's good.
This is-
Um,
That's confusing. Is that a door that was made into a window, or?
I don't know what that is. It looks
Yeah.
like it, doesn't it? Like it used to have.
If that one even should be the same,
Yeah,
or
real
if it
quick.
should be something else.
Yeah.
It's just hard to, I should have driven by and looked, I didn't.
What's the deal with that
one there? Is that-
See, yeah, do you think that used to be a door?
or something?
I'd say so.
Maybe that one,
Or was it a-
the window could be improved.
Just a real long window? Too funny. Okay. Okay, Sarah, it's just a real long window.
Huh?
It's just a real long window.
Huh.
I would imagine that probably is not,
It looks like there was a door frame there at one time or something.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
No, bottom left.
No, this one here.
Bottom left?
It looks like it used to be a doorway there along, maybe at one time.
That house isn't old enough to have,
Huh?
it's not old enough to have, windows that go all the way down like that.
I think that used to be a window just like the one to the left of the door.
Huh?
That situation looks like it could actually be improved somehow, but looking at that little picture, it's hard to,
Yeah. And unfortunately, we can't take our fingers and expand it so
right,
we can
yeah,
see better.
expand that, let me see, yeah. Wait, you might be able to on the phone, he's got it on his phone. Google Maps.
Somebody's cut a door into it, and they've moved that one down. This used to be a regular door with a light on both sides, and they
Yeah.
put a window in there.
That's what I
I
think.
think that used to be the doorway, maybe.
This was the original doorway, and they put
Uh-huh.
this one in there. I don't know.
Got added for some reason.
Maybe already split for two rentals, and then it all fell apart. and somebody
Which would
lost it.
make more sense considering where the
See?
steps are on the porch too. The porch
See how
walks
this has
straight
got
up
a
to the door.
transom and two
We're
side
good.
lights on it?
Yeah.
That's the right side, that's the original door, it's not a window. And somebody has put this second door in there.
Okay.
See, Tim?
It used to
It
be a
used to
door
door.
with a transom and
This
everything.
was the original door here. There's a transom and two side lights. Somebody's cut the door in here.
Yeah,
To the window, so maybe split up already while we
Yeah.
put another front door.
He says
Okay.
this one currently,
That's original.
it is, yeah, that one's set
It's
up
got
as a
side
window right
windows and it's got a
Yeah.
transom and everything.
Yeah, it's set up as a window right now.
Yeah.
So what they wanna do is keep that a window, and he said he'll make it look like that window. But put it over there, you know, have it look the same,
Right.
and then keep the door
guess
there
it-
and add the door there.
Might fit their inside needs better or something.
I could keep that if it looks better than what it does.
Yeah, exactly, that's kinda what I was thinking. And as far as the inside part goes, yeah, I mean, they're gonna make that a
Yep.
window.
Yeah.
Maybe he could come back and give us some updates on that.
speaking on that,
Another one thing.
disconnect, we were gonna, our plan was to do all that, like, change all that. They told us to go ahead and get the permit here first and get it approved. Yeah,
Is it North Fifth
Yeah.
Street?
yeah, that's correct.
So on the front of the house,
Yeah,
front of the house is a gable, okay,
mhm,
like that. And
Yeah.
you're gonna have a shed roof comes off. So the fascia, right, you know what I'm talking about?
uh-huh,
Are you gonna keep this original stuff right here? That's on the property now? Come here, I'll show you.
yeah.
Oh, it's got a porch, it's got that big tree in front of it, that's why I haven't seen it that well.
Try to keep that, paint that, make it look kinda old school neat. You gonna remove all that? Okay. I can understand why, 'cause that'd be a pain in the end. However, it is neat.
What was that? What was he talking about, Brian?
To trim around the
See
roof.
the fascia?
Oh, yeah.
And if you didn't wanna keep that, as much as I think it is cool, if I was a property owner, I would not like painting that every 3 years, cause that'd be a hassle.
I tell you what, it does not appear to come down on the right side of the house right now. On the, of that pitch, look, it's there, but I don't think it's there.
Yeah, I think it's just maybe one of those things where I know like for the McGrady Brockman building, you know, Brian, those like architectural details, typically we try and encourage people to keep those. But, I mean, you may be right. I mean, given the state this house is in,
Yeah, the house is pretty bad, it
anything's
is.
gonna,
I mean, if I was retired and rich, that would be great. But that's not the case. I would try and just,
Well,
it's just that slippery
encouraging.
slope, you know, where it's like, you know, you start making exceptions for people and we kinda ran into that with like the sheet metal situation.
I'd say make it beautiful. Put up new fascia.
so the architectural detail up here that he was talking about?
Yeah.
That he showed you? Is that on both sides of the pitch of that right now, or just the one? I can't tell from the picture.
It's on both.
It is on both?
Yeah.
Any chance you could keep that?
I mean, if needed, yeah, we could keep it.
I mean, it's just normally,
I think that'd be
well,
good.
so a few things. One, it's like, yeah, keep the windows the same size
Yeah.
and style and everything else. I think the siding's fine. It's a color that's on the historic palette already for
Okay.
color, so that's good. For roofing, for instance, it's, prefer shingles or standing seam
Okay.
metal, but no corrugated metal, like pole barn
Okay.
style.
Yeah, I
Not
gotcha.
allowed to use that.
Okay.
And on the other thing that we normally ask is when you have a property that has like architectural details like that,
Okay.
whether it's corbels or the pieces on the fascia like
Yeah.
that, to try and keep that
Okay.
if at all possible.
Okay.
Now, if it's beyond repair or just, damaged or not feasible, okay, well, come talk to us about it, but ideally,
Yeah.
can keep it,
Okay.
See, his drawing has two.
yeah,
Okay.
that would be
Yeah.
ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Um,
definitely work.
So just,
Put another door on to the right of, left of the window.
Looks like it, by the drawing.
Yeah, so that's where they want,
They
yeah,
wanna-
the
yeah.
new door, yeah.
They
'Cause
don't
they've got
want-
access on the inside, he's got access planned for upstairs.
Okay. No.
Yeah, just, there is that big tree in the way, but I think it would be a shame to lose some of that detail, but I
I do
mean, I
too.
get it.
If you
'Cause
could,
it's got
at
it on
least
all the other
front. That
pitches,
house was
too.
built in 1860.
Doesn't look it. It looks like it's
When you
been
put-
doctored a lot.
Oh, it did have a pitch.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got some nice little trim around the roof. It'd be nice to
Yeah,
keep that
Yeah.
nice little trim.
And it looks like it had a slope roof before, Brian, on the old Google Earth picture from like
Yeah, I see
22.
that.
Okay,
The house was built in 1860.
isn't that
If
crazy?
you could maybe keep just the front of that and do everything else to give it that, but I could understand if it's crumbling in 1860 is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Same thing on, like, does this house still have the chimney?
He
It's
shows
hard
it in
to
his picture.
tell. Yeah.
What he drew.
If there's still a chimney that's savable, ideally,
Okay.
I'd like you to keep that as
Yeah.
well. It's just really like the outside,
Yeah.
just keeping the character of the house.
I gotcha.
you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All right,
good
you
it's
guys got
getting
any?
fixed up.
Yeah, for sure,
It's
right?
good, yeah.
Yeah, this is
You
great.
guys got any other questions, comments, concerns?
No.
I'm seeing we do windows,
You
doors,
can
but
always
not
come back and
roof.
ask questions at the
It's
office
starting to get a little bit
if,
run down.
Yeah.
When I
something
first
comes
moved
up.
here, that was
And
real
the other thing for, with an approved application,
Mhm.
you can also apply to the Urban Enterprise Association, the Urban Enterprise Zone.
Okay.
And Brad's office can help you with that, but there are grants available as well,
Okay.
where they're not loans, but actual grants to
Okay.
help, fund the cost of your
Okay.
repair and maintenance, so
Thank you.
don't forget that.
All right.
All right, anyone else got any questions, comments, concerns? All right, well, hey, you got the rules, so, I'll entertain a motion to approve as presented.
I'll motion.
Motion by Elizabeth, need a second.
Second.
Second by Brian, all those in favor?
I,
Aye, the ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank
Appreciate
you.
it, and, thank you for your investment. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks
Is
for
there-
saving the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah. Is there anything I need to do as far as like obtaining like the like permit or proof of approval?
Brad's office, he'll take care of all that for
Okay. All right. Thank
you.
you.
Brad's office for all of that.
Okay.
All right. Thank
you,
you
guys.
again. Appreciate it. Awesome. All right.
pretty little girl. Yes.
Yeah, you're good. Thank you again.
Uh-huh.
Thanks. All righty. I lost all my paper clips now. Gosh dang it. All right. All righty, next up, we have,
It shuts.
1002 Broadway Street. Oh, metal design, I'm sorry, at 319 Broadway. Yeah, all righty. Mr. Ernst,
Hi, guys. Good evening.
432.
good evening. So this is, we had some emailing about this, right? I think.
How'd it turn out?
I hate that you're having,
That you can look at while we're talking.
I hate that you're having those issues at all.
Yeah.
Is that not disappointing?
Oh,
Oh, I like that.
what's wrong with that?
Looks perfect.
I should not have taken mine apart.
What was having people
And
just
thank
stealing
you,
or-
you're Brad, right? Thank you for your assistance getting me, the application
Organized.
and all that stuff put together and for getting me put on the schedule to come in tonight. So, my name's Anthony Ernst. Everybody calls me Tony. I'm joined tonight by Jeff Schick. We call him Pastor Jeff. He's our pastor, and his wife
Pastor
Shannon
Jeff.
Schick. They're here showing their support for my project. I basically am just, like you said, I'm trying to seal up this little problem. We're having some theft issues on the back patio.
I hate that you guys are even having to mess
From
with
a
that,
church,
honestly.
you know?
Yeah. I can't imagine that's gonna lend itself when the time comes, you know?
Well, we,
I mean, I feel like that's pretty
Yeah.
bad, you know?
no doubt. We've looked at several different options for this project. We didn't wanna do something, you know, put up bars, make it look like a jail or something. And we didn't wanna put up, you know, like the barn siding that you can pick up over at Lowe's or whatever and then paint it brown. We wanted something that was a little more elegant, but goes along with the existing structure. Essentially, if you look at, I promise you, it will look better than my Microsoft Paint picture. But it's, kind of gonna come together in 3 stages. The first stage is to take away that wooden fence, the wooden door that's sitting there. We'll replace that with like a steel door, like a security door. It's a little more commercial grade. And then we're gonna get everything framed in, so the stage 2 is actually putting in the panels. Panels are gonna be locally sourced from M5 Metals. This is something that we wanna roll the edges 90 degrees all the way around each panel so that it can be screwed from the inside and you won't see the screws, and then paint everything brown. We'll have to chemically treat the metal, prime it, and then it'll be one of the shades. There's different shades on the church. There's some tan, there's some brown, but we're gonna get it so that it's, the trim is probably gonna be brown, while I would imagine some of the other parts will be more of a tan color. But that's basically it. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Oh, I remember we talked about this over email and everything, and yeah, just aside from I hate you have to deal with it at all, I'm good with it.
And your storage unit's gonna become a lot more hot. To go inside of an enclosed thing like that
Oh, hot?
versus hot, yeah.
Yeah,
Versus
well,
the open
so
air and the
crosses,
liquid.
Crosses are open,
Those are gonna be open, like the
Yeah.
bigger crosses will be about 2 inches tall, while the smaller crosses are about an inch. And so big cross, little cross, big cross, little cross, in that pattern that you see there, and you'll be able to see right through there, so hopefully that hot air can escape. We were kinda thinking about that, you make a good point. Also, fumes from gas can or whatever building up in
Yeah.
there, we want that to be able to just breathe a little bit, which is a part of that design, yep.
Well, and I think you got some foliage and landscaping and stuff around there as well in that corners.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah,
Alrighty, well, with that, entertain a motion to approve as presented.
I'll motion.
Motion by Elizabeth, need a second?
Second.
Second by Sarah, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming down too.
Thank you very much. Is there a certificate of appropriateness that I need to take with me or anything?
It's already done, you're good.
Already done, fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, we are moving on. Alrighty, so 918 Broadway, and I am gonna butcher that name, Kiyohai Hirasuna. That is not you. I thought for a moment maybe.
I was looking out there going, I wanna see who
The name
stands
doesn't
up.
match the persona.
They did not make the meeting, but this was new roof, new guttering. This was roof over porch. 918 Broadway. Oh, gosh, these are my, just so you guys are
Out your
aware, these are
back.
my neighbors on the street over. And what happened, they had a leaky roof, just the porch. And, they wanted to get someone in to try and fix that. They got a guy in and he slapped up some pole barn metal real quick. And was done with it, but, did not get permits or HRB approval or anything like that. Brad happened to be in the area and, put a stop to it temporarily. But after some discussion, just because they'd already torn the roof off, you know, we said, hey, you know, just finish it up because it's about to storm. And then come back and let's talk about it. So that's where we're at now, but obviously.
If you stood out in the street, you really can't see any of the pole barn metal except
The
for
rib.
the edge.
And the,
It's a completely flat roof.
I mean, they kept all the,
All they did is took the rubber off the roof and then put this, furred it up, and then put the,
oh, the deck wasn't ruined or anything like that? They didn't have to get into the deck or nothing like that? So they're not gonna hurt the porch or the columns or the rails or nothing like that?
That's not, oh, is that it?
No, I don't think so.
That's it, isn't it?
Is that?
Yeah, that's what's coming up on mine.
Oh, it's the flat part of that? Yeah, it's the flat part of that porch,
Flat.
yeah.
Yeah.
and this is though, when you sent out the email or calls or whatever, the texts or whatever. Oh, that's right, yeah, and no permits,
I
nothing.
had caller ID, I wasn't gonna answer that. No.
So what are they gonna go with, EPDM or?
they was two sheets for
Sheet
getting
metal.
the roof on whenever I called. So I tried calling Tim, see what he wanted to do, and he didn't answer. I called him, and then Tim called him back. I had to try it off and put. And we decided to let him go ahead and finish, but they had to go down and get the permits, so. I'm supposed to come here to present it, and they didn't show.
So,
Is there any way we can find them?
Parking ticket, fine.
Yeah, it's not much of a fine. Well,
Well, it was 50 because we doubled, because they started.
wasn't there some discussion about that? We found some other ordinances where it looked like it was more, for at least a period it was more, it would've been like $2,500 or something.
Well, there's some ordinances in there where we can go a max of $2,500, but I don't think the HRB's is.
Okay.
I mean, that may be one of the things that we propose and bring up to the council and see if they'll approve that ordinance to raising the fines.
So they put pole barn roof on top of that?
They took the roof, they took
Yes.
the rubber off, and then they furred it up with one vise, and then put the pole barn metal over the top of the furred.
So
Brian,
did-
they didn't even come down and get permits for any of the work.
I caught them working down there. And the contractor didn't have insurance.
Oh, a contractor did that.
Yeah, the contractor, he didn't have insurance, so I told him not to come out and rinse things until he gets me a copy of his insurance.
The way I'd see it, it'd almost be more the contractor's responsibility than the homeowner. Homeowner, whether or not they know about this or that, a guy that works all the
The
time.
ordinance reads, it's actually, it is ultimately the homeowner's responsibility to pull permits, but it's the contractor's responsibility to make sure there's permits on site before he starts.
Well, that makes sense.
So I've got a ticket book, I can actually find the contractor for starting without.
Yeah, I know there's a bunch of other stuff, I'm not sure, I mean,
Well, hopefully he did a good job and ended up doing metal underneath the roof, or it's just gonna start leaking again.
yeah, I was
If you
gonna
did
say,
flash
putting
from the-
sheet metal on such a flat roof like that, I can't imagine this, I mean, especially with those gutters the way they are and everything, I can't imagine that's gonna hold up. You know, it's not, you know, it's gonna
Well,
leak.
when the roof's coming down, if you don't put a piece of, you know, bring it to the metal,
Mhm.
and it doesn't have at least a half inch, a quarter inch, and 4 foot,
It's just gonna pool up.
it's gonna go somewhere eventually.
Well, Brad, what do we need to do? I mean, obviously they're not here, so we can't.
That does sound like we really know what's up there without inspecting it. You know, we're saying
And
if
did they
it's
pay
done this way and
the
if it's done
application
that
fee
way,
and
that
everything to
doesn't
come
sound like
down,
we
and
really
then
know.
just didn't show?
And Brad needs to get up there on the ladder.
And that's the girlfriend's name that was on the application fee.
Well,
Well, again, I would rather, I mean, I don't know, it's a two-sided thing. I would like to see the homeowner protected a little bit from a contractor that probably may or may not know what he's doing, and then if he does this and without permits, I mean, is he even gonna have it?
without permits, without insurance, and
Is he not even gonna have it done right, and they didn't get their problem solved for probably, you know, whatever he would have charged them?
sounds a little pessimistic,
like
but I'm assuming,
$2,000.
yeah, he probably took that $2,000 and ran pretty fast after Brad caught him.
$2,000.
I don't know. Were you able to look up there? Does it look like I wonder if I don't know, but maybe we could go peek up there with a ladder and see if it even looks like it's gonna hold up. I hate for him to pay
Should
him.
we, vote? I think Sarah
I don't know what I'm
should
voting
go
on.
up there. I think we're gonna vote that you should get on the roof.
Yeah, we need you to get up on the
inspect
ladder
it,
up there.
Take pictures.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
I guess you just wanna
part of our
table it to the next
responsibility or
meeting?
not, but I think it's what needs to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys, if you're okay with it, we'll just table it to the next meeting and see if they show.
So table it, that's what
Yeah.
we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do about it. I mean, everyone's up to speed on it, but, yeah. All righty, last but not least, Old Town Players. Come on up, guys.
How is everyone?
Brian, real good.
I'm Brian Bible with O Town Players. I'm on the board. This is for a railing around the veranda on the front. It had a concrete railing, you can see in the pictures, which was too short and was too wide, so we were gonna have to do something eventually anyway with that for insurance purposes. But then the painters were painting trim, and when they brought the lift down, something happened and it hit the railing and broke a whole bunch of it loose. And it was loose, like we were afraid it was gonna fall off, so it was removed immediately. So that existing concrete railing is no longer there. So what we're looking at is, like a black aluminum that kinda looks like what's on the stairwell has, a black, like a wrought iron steel railing on there. So the thought is to kinda do something like that around the whole veranda. And the black aluminum is probably the most economical.
Is that cause it's on the the staircase on the right when you're looking at it from the street.
Yeah, it still has that metal
That
railing
wrought
there.
iron.
Yeah,
So, in the pictures, it shows the damaged section.
yeah,
Has all of that been removed already?
yes,
So all of the stonework up there is gone already?
yes.
Where-
It wasn't
where-
just that part that it shows in the picture that was damaged. When you look at it, a lot of the bases, several feet out on each side and around on the corner on the left, broke, when the lift hit it. So it was all teetering. The first night, we went over and had the street department bring cones and had it strapped up so it wouldn't fall over.
Oh, so the damage is much more severe than what this picture shows?
Yeah, when you just first look at it, it looks like just that little piece of concrete right in the middle there, but it extended out.
Everything's loose and everything's about to teeter and
Right,
crack somebody in the head.
right. So then when they removed it, they went ahead and removed the other because there wouldn't be any way to match that back up at this point.
Which is tragic,
Yeah,
because that building, with the age of it, is considered a significant,
right,
building in the historic.
yeah. Something different was gonna have to happen with the railing anyway, but the hope was to leave that and then add to it. But
Yeah, it
that
would've been
became,
nice if we could've left that. and then
Right, it
put a
became not an
rod
option.
island, like behind it or.
Right.
yeah.
yeah, that was the thought, to go inside it with some kind of proper railing.
What,
So if you go with this black, are you gonna continue around so everything will match now instead of having the, you mentioned wrought iron on the sides?
It's not really a wrought iron, it's a similar railing, it's, you know, it's a steel, I think. I don't know at what point it was put up, but it's been there a long time.
So your plan is just to go across the front with one type and then have,
It would be all the way, everything up to that, and then that they were going to refinish, repaint, weld up a couple loose spots on it to make it look nice.
is the spindles about the same, like square?
well, the one on the staircase, Brian, going up is kinda stylized. It has kinda like these
Swirl,
fleur-de-lis type
The-
styles going on them, and then
Yeah,
once it gets to that first landing, then it's just,
that part, I can't remember if that's just,
then
if
it's
that has
just,
the
yeah, it's just the vertical.
aluminum rail there, or if that still continues that other.
Yeah, so it's just the angled part on the staircase, on both staircases actually is stylized, and then once it gets to the landings and the horizontal pieces, it's just, it's probably like, 3/4 inch,
So were the,
straight spindles.
were the stone pillars attached? You left that limestone, which is like the very top?
The base that goes all the way along is still there.
You plan to take that as your mounting point, or are you
Yeah.
gonna go?
Well, I know one of the contractors talked about, using that and mount like a 2x10 or 2x12, and then wrap that so that it's got a solid base to attach the rail to.
Well, if it's all gone because it was dangerous, it's really,
Yeah, it certainly wasn't our
Christmas
intention
lights
to
on it, don't
ever
they?
take all that
Yeah,
down.
that's
It
what I
just,
said,
See?
yes.
So
painters
what
called
is
us
that
one day, and
design?
something happened with the
Christmas-
rail, they said with the lift when it was going down, and
Some
it
sort of little
just dropped down
lantern-like
and
thing on it. It's not showing up on
hit
mine.
it, broke
but-
it.
well, hopefully they,
Did they compensate you
Got some
through
insurance.
They,
insurance?
they had taken care of us pretty well, so we had an agreement with them. They took care of the cost of all the removal and disposal of what was there. Because we were gonna have to pay to put some kind of railing up anyway, in addition, so
Who
that was
was it?
our, Prues Brothers.
They got it pretty easy when you damage a historically significant building to the point of altering the entire front of it,
Yeah,
and where everything has to be removed.
Is that not an insurance claim that could be made, or? I
I'm
guess it's kind of a moot point if.
I'm sure it
What
probably
happened to
could. It would be through theirs.
What happened to the old masonry and,
That I don't know. I believe, did McGregor's take that down?
and,
Cruz hit it, and then McGregor's hauled it off?
Yeah.
Yeah. McGregor's was there at the same time doing the roofing, and I think that was just the agreement that McGregor's said they would do it for this much.
Well, you're gonna have to have some handrail up there, or you won't be insured and be able to carry it
Right,
on.
that's we were gonna have to do something addition to that anyway, because the insurance, was charging quite a bit extra because of the railing.
Oh, so the insurance, this has been an ongoing situation no matter what?
Yeah, so that's what I meant by we were gonna have to do something with the railing anyway, because the insurance had already said we couldn't
have
use that
anybody out
veranda.
there.
That's too bad.
So it's been blocked off. That's why the big white vinyl gate is in
It
front of
doesn't
the
look like
steps
that's
right
any
now.
higher than that. Maybe it's just a perspective thing, but.
yeah.
Well, think it's all a shame, but you're gonna have to have a rail up there, so.
I was just thinking, how tall rail they're gonna use up there?
It would be whatever's required for that. Was it 38 to 42 inches or something like that, isn't it?
So the
I
new,
thought 42, I
Yeah.
thought.
I bet it's 42.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see,
probably.
that one doesn't look like it's any higher, but maybe it is, and it's just a perspective thing.
You're looking at McGregor doing you got a couple of quotes here. The other one, the Quality Priority Services.
Yeah, that's the most affordable. And then there's another one, I don't remember who the other one's from. Was the other one from Oh, it is from McGregor? Okay. With McGregor's, it would be replacing the railing on the stairs as well, so then it would be all the same.
The way I work reading quality's clothes, this looks like a wood hand rail.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they've got some wood there and wrapping it and stuff.
That was for the base to attach. Theirs is definitely the aluminum, the same aluminum, rail.
But they're
Either one of them
keeping-
would
they're
be the
keeping
same
the
style
rail.
rail, yeah,
Yeah, they're keeping the railing on the stairs, it looks like.
right, that's the difference between the two. And if that was the big issue, I mean, I would agree it would look better if it was all the same. But that also still has, with the metal railing that's there, still has kind of a historical significance to it. I assume that was put there when they put those stairs, cause that originally was stairs going straight up to the second floor when church was originally built. And then at some point, they took those away and put that veranda on with the stairs on the side.
So what was remaining of the wall that was up there, or the railing that was up there, that is all been stripped away and hauled off?
Yeah, that was all taken down when they took down the damaged part.
I think that was a huge mistake. I think you could have had it resecured and put maybe higher aluminum fence or whatever, this railing behind it, so that no one ever touched it, or got next to it. But I think removing it was an enormous mistake, and having it hauled away, even if you had to take pieces from the side to fill in on the front, and miss a little bit over here.
Well, that could still be done.
Oh, they've already hauled it off. It's gone.
Oh. Well, no, I mean, pieces from the side could still be.
No, they took all
The
of it.
whole thing is gone.
Oh.
There's nothing left to use.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Brian, I know,
And-
stuff's already done, but
With
like
that-
Liz was saying, from for this board, from a historic preservation point of view and maintaining the old buildings and all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's kind of a tragedy for a building of this
Right.
significance.
I mean, it certainly wasn't in our plan, we've put $150,000 in this building, updating it in the last year.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I said,
certainly.
also cheap aluminum fence on the front.
Yes.
Well, I'd say, dude, something has to be done. That veranda's real nice. I mean, you're not gonna be able to replicate or those, I'd say they,
Yeah, something could have even been put on top.
I just thought they'd be better stewards of the building.
Whatever.
yeah, that ship has sailed. At least it's still got the front, and it does have the nice columns.
Uh-huh.
So, the black rail would, kinda disappear as you looked at it.
Yeah.
That was the idea with the black,
Yeah, I
thinking
don't
you
think the
wouldn't
black rail
notice
will
it as
look
much.
bad. I just think these were sort of magnificent, and they're gone, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's a shame, and I agree, I think that old Mason stuff is cool. It's really awesome, you don't get to see it, nobody does it, but, I mean, I'm sure they put that in a skid steer and it's all smashed and gone, so. so.
Yeah, that's probably dumped to the riverbanks at McGregor Landing is where that's at.
I would say so.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, we haven't looked into another, like, masonry type. I don't know if that would be an option to get something like that back in there.
Probably not for $5,000.
Yeah, not
Right.
$5,000.
You might get one section and three,
Yeah,
um, well, I'd say to move forward on it, even though it's sad, but something's gotta be done. And
Yeah.
I think for the community, I mean, I've been up there and seen a number of plays, off and on. And it's very nice, during intermission to go out, have a drink and actually utilize that. It kinda is what it is now.
as soon as McGregor gets back over there, that is getting a new surface on it too, so it quits leaking. They were there within the last week and filled in all the spots that had been leaking, and then they're putting some kind of coating over the whole thing, so it will be sealed up good.
So if you had a new railing up there and he gets that done, you'll be able to utilize it like I was saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've often wondered how they afford the building. I've often wondered how they afford to maintain the building, as it doesn't look like a
Yeah,
cheap
that's
building to
one of the
maintain.
challenges with those
Yeah.
old buildings. I know
Well,
you
that's-
guys have put a lot
That's why
into it
the
already.
major fundraising campaign last year
Right,
took care of, some huge things. And then all the normal, maintenance that comes along is, for the most part, the shows kind of cover themselves. Now that we've been doing these teen shows, they're a lot more successful, so that puts a little extra money in the bank. But like a lot of the general maintenance and paying the insurance and utilities all comes from donors. All the ad sponsors that put in for our playbills, throughout the year. That's what funds most of it.
Do you guys hit up the Urban Enterprise Zone or any of those folks for
That I
matching
don't know.
funds at all?
That would be,
Should do that.
do you know if Steve's approached the Urban Enterprise Zone for any kind of funding or?
I don't know, he's written quite a few grants, I mean, anything he sees that he thinks will be.
It's gonna fly.
Applies for grants.
So you're probably gonna get the roof done first?
The roof is done, they're just finishing
I
up.
mean, the roof on the
Oh,
veranda.
yeah, they told us a couple weeks ago, they're just waiting for like 3 clear days where it's not raining to get up there and finish that.
How long does it take any kind of response, about a grant? Is that like a month long forever, or
No.
You talking about UEA or you talking about those other grants?
I'm talking about
They-
anything?
they all have deadlines, yeah.
It's a drawn-out process. For the actual grant writing, it's a drawn-out process and a lot of paperwork and everything else. Now, the Urban Enterprise Association, the Urban Enterprise Zone, the grants are smaller granted, but, they're quicker.
Sometimes if you go to the meeting and it's approved, they can get you a check by the next meeting.
Yeah.
Well, I was just bringing that up because, of course, the more money you have, the nicer or fencing you could put in.
Their allotment come in June,
I can't remember if it's fiscal or if it's the,
yeah, I think it's June, so it should have either just
Yeah.
got it or.
just got refunded. Well, so I guess, yeah, just to clarify, and I guess for as much for the minutes as for anything else, just like Elizabeth was saying, it's kind of a tragedy that we lost all of that. For sure, for such a, historically significant building in that area, but as far as your repair work and options go, so basically the difference between the two, you anticipate them both looking the same at the end of the day, except McGregor's going to replace all of it, including the stuff on the stairs. And Quality was just gonna refinish the stuff that's already there
Correct.
and then add matching or as matching as it can be for the remainder.
Correct.
Piecemeal.
So which do you guys wanna do?
Initially, the cheaper bid is what we were looking for because, you know, funds are very limited right now.
Then we might be able to talk to that other company, and they might be willing to do the stairway. But with their bid, we have to get the materials, and then theirs is just for the labor.
Yeah, I know the other company did not wanna do the stairway. That's why their bid is wrote that way.
Then we might be able to find another company. But like I said, there were two more that were supposed to give us bids that haven't gotten to us. So it might be good to find someone else that would be willing to do it.
And going after the painter's insurance and to guarantee yourself actual quality is not an option?
It's not something that's came up at a board meeting. I don't know if it would be. I can't speak for the whole board. I don't, as far as that.
How would that work, I wonder? I mean, that's gonna be a claim for them, it's gonna be a damage claim, you know, like a liability claim or whatever, right?
I'm sure they would have at least $1 million to be doing work. Has to be, doesn't it? We were working at the old cathedral, I think everybody there had to have their own $1 million or it had to be higher for a group.
Most all the insurance ones I get from contractors are $1,000,000 or more.
Right, that's what mine is right now.
Yeah. So I mean, if you had hit this, what would you anticipate happening?
I would anticipate that, I would be responsible to repair or fix all of
That's
it.
what I would've thought.
And everything should have been made, like it was. Even if things were loose prior to the hitting, you know, you can't prove or disprove that, so the insurance would bring an adjuster out and look at the whole situation. Which, I mean, you'd have to, it's kinda, I don't know what to do now because the situation's over.
Insurance companies will always try to wiggle out if they're to their
There ain't
cheapest
gonna be
bill.
much wiggling when
Yeah.
you've got a lift out there and you
Yeah,
knock
right.
over
Yeah.
a stone railing that's been there for how long, hundreds of years? I don't know how old that building is.
That wasn't there originally. That was,
The
was,
railing?
yeah, no, that was originally a full staircase going up to, and that doors up there was the doors that entered the church. That was all stairs. And then at some point, that staircase was all taken off and that veranda and the lower entrance was added on.
And restrooms inside, up front.
Yeah,
When does your board meet again?
next Wednesday.
I hate to drag things out always, but would it be possible to bring that issue up and then get back with Brad?
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to see you guys footing the bill for something where you could have this $5,000-10,000 pushed in a different direction. It's not your responsibility that somebody worked on your property or this facility and they damaged it with you know, a lift. I don't care if it's a bulldozer or they backed
Right.
into it with a truck. And I've never been one for suing people or, you know, I shouldn't say sue, but stuff like that, but I've done stuff for quite a few years and I would, if I couldn't fix it myself, we'd have to bring in somebody to make things the way it was. Have to.
Is there even anybody that does that kind of concrete work anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I know one thing, and this kind of,
I mean, it, just real quick, it's not something you're gonna find, you know, just around the corner, like Mark's not gonna do it, you know, Booker or anything
Yeah.
like that. This would be calling, we would get a quote from a, you know,
Are those columns on the front of the Harmony? Are they-
exactly, the same sandstone work and everything that was done at the Harmony, like that group was a specialty group that they bought in that, you know, had experience doing those types of repairs on historic structures.
one thing we did notice is because that was so heavy out there
and that's what a structural engineer and architects will be able to tell you, you know, when they look at that.
But this shouldn't be costing you all a dime.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
It should
just-
not cost you all a dime.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, and
but
it sounds a bit weird, but it's
I
like,
think where it got, what the board made the agreement with them was that we were going to have to do the railing before they started.
yeah.
We weren't going to remove that, we were gonna, like you mentioned, maybe put one on the inside running around that met insurance requirements. So that was kind of the deal, like, we were gonna pay for that railing anyway,
Right.
is why didn't
I-
say you need to pay for a
How
whole
long
new railing.
ago did the incident happen?
It's been a while.
A month?
It's been at least 2 months.
Couple
ago.
months.
We tried to get on the agenda last month, and we couldn't. We had everything ready, but no estimates.
Oh,
We couldn't get anybody,
We've been waiting to get the estimates in, and,
we
so
couldn't
what's
get
2
on the
months ago?
meeting last month. So it had been a month, at least a month before that.
yeah.
And just kind of echoing what these guys have said, it's like, you know, I know it's not your fault, and of course, if, you know, Cruz Brothers have done a lot of good work for you, you don't want to piss them off and everything else, and ruin that relationship, but, I mean, the fact remains, it still happened.
Right.
You know, significant damage was done to, you know, a significantly, you know, historic building in the district and so on. And, I mean, it makes me think of, Brad, you remember when the, it was the building on the corner of, Second and Main, when the gutters and all that stuff filled up on it used to be Purgatory at the time, you know, Miller's building and stuff. And anyway, stuff happened and the building next to it was like seriously damaged. The roof collapsed from all the force that happened and everything else. Anyway, it sucked, but you know, the two owners of the buildings were able to figure it out. Well, I shouldn't say, they were able to amicably, one had to sue the other one just to get the insurance companies to deal with it.
Right.
So, I mean, those guys locally remained friends and everything was fine. It was just, that
Getting
was
the
the
insurance company
process
to-
that had to happen to get the insurance company involved. And yeah, one of them had to make a claim and whatever, and it sucked a little bit, but, you know, like Elizabeth said, this is something that shouldn't really cost you guys anything.
Anything.
Have you talked to your insurance company about this happening?
I don't, do you know if,
Because if you would
They
talk to
should
your
find it,
insurance
yeah.
company,
They
and
should.
they would find out, the exact story of what happened, they would pursue their company insurance. You guys would not be in any kind of, confrontations. That's an
Right.
insurance argument.
Yeah.
Doing a
They'll figure that out
self-claim
behind the
to-
scenes.
it's just like a car accident. Well, whose insurance is gonna pay for it? Well, who's totally at fault? And if you try to take it on your own insurance, well, your insurance will proceed since they were the liable person. I just hate to see you guys be out $5 or $10 grand for something that you didn't do.
right,
And it's a shame that the whole thing happened.
And insurance will always try to wiggle out. They will, you know, they have to be pushed and
They don't make
forced.
money
But-
making payments.
Yeah,
I mean, is that
That's
something?
why they
They
have the
refused-
insurance,
that's
and,
been
and
our-
for, even though you were planning to
even with cars, they have to be pushed.
upgrade, you know, to make it
And sometimes your company has to
good
be
for
pushed
your
because
insurance
they
company
have
to
pay
keep it
people
insured so
to
people could be
do the
out there.
litigation.
Even though you
know.
had plans to do that,
They prefer just to pay
This-
themselves
Plans
and
to
then
add an
up your
additional
rates.
railing,
Then
that
Right.
was
push it
adding
anymore.
additional, not
to the other
removal
company.
and haul away of a historically significant building.
Happened to people in
And
my
then
family.
I'd say
you,
that's why they hurried up.
at this point,
agreed to haul
you
it
should have
all
almost seen that like a gift horse.
Rush it away.
Get rid of
Because
it.
they have insurance for a reason.
well, I
You
mean,
carry
we could look
insurance
at
on-
it that way, but that's,
You carry insurance on
That
your
wouldn't be the right thing to
automobile,
do, to say,
so
oh.
that if you have an accident and bump someone else's
We're gonna go-
car or their fence somewhere, your insurance will cover it.
Not trying to lecture you by any means. I just hate that the situation came up.
right,
It, you know.
And you guys have put so much into the building already and worked so hard on it, and such a great service to the community, and it's just, it seems unfortunate, like a missed opportunity, but also, you know, not
A
just for you
tragedy.
guys,
But-
yeah, but a tragedy for the historic preservation side of it too.
On our end, do we approve of the railing or not? I guess that's what's up to us. I mean, on
Yeah, I mean, that's what's
our
in
end
front
isn't
of
how
us.
he's gonna pay for it, really. Our end is, are we gonna approve of the railing or not?
Well, I'd almost ask, I don't know, Brad, if it's too much, I'd ask, just building on what you guys said, I mean, you got a next meeting coming up, you said Wednesday? Next
Yeah,
Wednesday?
Next week.
I mean, is that something to explore, we can talk to like Rick Lindenberg at the Harmony and see who they used for their historic work. We just had a team get done out at the, Grouseland, did phenomenal work out there. I mean, all these groups, yeah, I mean, they're
Yeah.
not groups we find locally, but that's exactly what they do is repair and match
Right.
that work, and that's what they did at the Harmony.
I think at the Harmony, it's surface work. If you really go look at it, it's been resurfaced.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
The
they-
actual stone was not.
And the only
put in,
reason
it's
we
been
haven't looked into
resurfaced.
something like that ourselves, cause we know that's gonna be
Right,
that's
it's
gonna
gonna be
huge.
money, right, but that's where the
huge amount.
insurance should come in, you know, and I don't know if that's something we could ask you to look at the next meeting, is to say, hey,
The only thing is our next meeting is our annual meeting, we don't really have what we board meeting that
Oh.
night.
Yeah, but we could,
Next month before
we could send this meeting out in an email to
You could
everyone
call
and
a
this
meeting,
information.
I would
And
think.
or, and maybe it
We can
doesn't
deal
have to
with
be
this.
in a meeting, yeah, just an
Yeah.
email thing to get you guys going and look at what the insurance situation might be on that. And, I mean, I know it's weird, but with Bruce Brothers and those guys, but it really shouldn't be. I mean, that's what the insurance is for, you know?
There are columns out there that look similar to what they've done, they're laid out of 5 pond.
Right,
You know, I was
exactly.
getting ready to bring that up. If you could get a deal and maybe even ask your insurance company to send a adjuster to look at the situation. And it could also, that's exactly what I was thinking, could help out in all the ways. If they use that, is it Python?
Or it's
Python.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
foam style.
yeah, and
And
it,
it looks, they make them look like columns and rails like you're wanting.
and it would wave.
Probably if something got real close to those concrete looking.
And that's what the Harmony's done. It's not actual stone. It looks like it, but
You'd still have an inner fence, but you could get that replaced with that look, which wouldn't necessarily be structural.
Right.
It's more of a.
the appearance, yeah, that is a good
appearance.
idea.
But I don't know if you had like a emergency meeting or something, and somebody contacted your insurance and let the story play out. If it wasn't that bad, you could blame it on Brad that you had to move all this, well, somebody's gonna get hurt. I mean, you can't just rope that off and just hope it doesn't fall
Yeah,
and
no, it
squish
was
somebody.
definitely,
yeah.
had to, like, we
But that
got
would
the street
also
department over there to
eliminate the
bring
weight
cones and stuff.
issue, where you said you felt like the weight maybe was pulling it away from, that would eliminate
I
your
mean,
weight
that would
issue.
Brian, look at
It
this
wouldn't-
just real quick, like, this is a huge column, I don't know how tall this one is. It's a tapered column or whatever, made of that Fypon.
Or even the ones
It's
at the Harmony are
$300.
resurfaced. Those outer columns
that's a
were
huge one.
originally square and now they're round.
And they're fiberglass
Somebody
columns.
resurfaced them and made them.
I wonder if they would
have
have
something
more of that
Look, this is 10 foot tall, yeah, they had a million different designs, and this is, it's 10 foot tall, this one, and it's $300.
Probably,
So, you know, one, this,
Python's pretty reasonable.
Brown.
yeah, one that's,
It's probably.
FYPON.
On Facebook, he does all that old stuff.
And I mean, they've got a gazillion styles here. In fact, I'd halfway,
Put all his old pictures.
honestly, looking at this, I'd halfway ask, maybe get a quote on just doing it like this at the right
Have the
height.
spacing and height.
I know I've seen it.
Exactly.
Something you may do, Brian, stop down to the
Yeah,
house.
he probably has pictures of it.
Catalog, because there's 70 pages in there, different types of columns,
Okay.
railings, stuff,
Yeah.
that looks historical.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they've got all kinds of different design, fluted, tapered, round, 10 foot tall, 8 foot tall, recessed panels, raised panels, planes, corbels, columns, porch posts.
Or
It
maybe
does,
they
yeah,
just make it.
yeah, that caught my eye
Pretty
too.
darn similar, isn't it?
it has the top rail.
Man, it'd just be so
balustrade railing.
Yeah, put them close enough together, kids can't crawl through them, that's gonna be part of it.
Well,
Yeah,
they would
that's-
probably still
yeah,
have to have an
spacing and
interior
the height.
fence.
And then you'll have to add a railing on top of it, or make them taller, one or
Would
the
they?
other, whatever.
Depending on the height, yeah.
You still have to have an interior fence on that or not?
As long as the spindles are only 6 inches apart. Space in between.
They're structural enough to be,
They also
okay?
can't be so close together that they can put their knees through it and get stuck. It has to be a certain width.
That they'll slide down a little bit.
Steel in them or something, yeah.
Okay.
Well, is that something we could ask you guys just to look into and?
I mean, and I'm in agreement, total agreement with the board, like, I live in a 1873 house, so I'm totally in agreement
Yes.
on the historical significance of it. It's just, you know, at this point, that was the only option that we thought of to go with something like that. I think it even came out from McGregor, that's what they presented us in the first place, so that's the railing that we were looking at.
Yeah. Morethanmoldings.com.
that's nice, right
Yeah,
there.
FRP.
That's classical looking.
Yeah,
I mean, even if it was wood, I don't know which would last the longest. Wood would have to be repainted more often, but those fake stone ones at the Harmony have to be repainted. They're gonna be repainted next week,
That
actually.
stuff's made for exterior, I mean, they'll
Yeah.
last quite a while.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess at the end of the day, I mean, we totally appreciate what you guys are trying to do and maintaining the building and everything for sure. I just wonder if there's maybe some other options we could consider and
Yeah.
like Elizabeth and Brian said, that, man, the insurance should be paying for this for you guys, you know, this isn't something you should have to pay for out of your pocket. I get the whole thing with cruise and everything, but
I wonder now if there would be a problem though, because that's the agreement that we have made with them, if insurance would,
I think, you know,
Do you have a
it would
lawyer?
almost be, well, but you wanna keep it friendly,
you know,
but
I
it's
mean, we
like,
have
Yeah,
a
but-
lawyer, but that,
You have a member that's a good lawyer,
well,
or
but,
knows one.
well, but you wanna keep it friendly, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's like,
yeah, small
it's like, just
towns
like the,
I'm
keep
just
relationships.
saying,
that
push
Second
comes to
Street
shove.
building, it's like, yeah, the locals were totally amicable about it. It was just the process that they had to go through to engage those insurance companies in their case. That's all it was. But it didn't affect them, and it wasn't, you know, particularly litigious or anything like that. And
right?
it was just, that was just the process they had to go through. But it's just, I mean, gosh, and even if it was, okay, hey, you guys have done a bunch of work for us and that's awesome, we appreciate it, sucks that this happened or whatever, but, you know, hey, you know what, don't worry about whatever your deductible was, you know, we'll take care of the deductible for you, or something like that. I mean, I still think there's a way if we're talking just the 5 or 10 grand, that you guys can still be friends and make up with them and everything else, but the
Right.
insurance company, you know, they're the real winners here apparently.
Everything's painted now.
Like, you know what,
Yeah.
they're coming out great, and you guys
But-
are eating everything. That sucks.
It's pretty unfair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's for.
And it
but-
certainly wasn't anything, the Cruz brothers were trying to get out of anything, or,
Oh, no,
um,
absolutely, no, understood.
I would
Yeah,
recommend them
100%.
100 times to paint anything. They did,
Yeah, yeah.
went above and beyond for us in there.
No, it's just, you know, it happens and whatever, but, well,
So you want us to check into the other and then come back?
yeah, is there some, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, if that would possibly be an option, something like that,
Yeah, I
would
mean, I've got
much
some
prefer
pulled
that
up right
myself.
here that look great, that would, yeah.
Yeah, did he see
Look
those? Those
awesome.
are really,
Is that a different?
that's a really good
Yeah,
option
this one's a
right
little bit
there.
different, but
This
it's
one's A little bit different,
nice
but
and close, I mean,
42 inches, this would match
What's
your
the-
insurance
42
requirements
inch
too.
high?
Some kind of moldings, I can't read the,
Snap a picture of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was just looking at some Google, this is morethanmoldings.com, I'm sure they're just like an online reseller of stuff, but what I searched for was this Fipon balustrade railings. I had to look up how to spell balustrade, honestly. But,
Sure. In there always.
but that's, and basically these are just fiberglass.
Just send me the material and I will forward it on to you. We'll see if we can get something.
Something like that. I guess it wasn't part of the original thing anyway, but I'm sure it's been there long enough where it's, you know,
I gotta go home and find out what.
part of the
wrong with my
character of the
car. I
building.
drove,
More,
That was my thought originally when they were
What's the problem?
yeah, I can't get my car started. It just wouldn't start. I drove it to lunch today, no problem. And then I borrowed my husband's car.
and that was the
for him
deal
to
is,
hear me.
and that's what they did on the one, is they
What do you do
took
with
ones
these
that were
doors?
saved
Give me your
and made molds of
And
them.
then he's got a fancy new car that I'm
Yeah,
not
it
used
wasn't
to,
cheap, and it
I'm
wasn't
trying to figure out.
Mark Booker doing it,
Start
you know.
this thing. You know, it's key, it's
But-
one of those keyless things. It
And I
was
mean,
easy
if you,
once I've settled
wouldn't
down.
mind, get some
It's
prices
easy to
on it, and
figure
we'll
it
see if
out.
we can help, you know, fund some of that stuff for you, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, oh,
And I keep
Okay.
driving it, and I'm never.
All right, well,
yeah,
what do we,
well, that's
so
what I have with my
officially,
Jeep.
hey,
My
Sarah,
Jeep
just
runs all those repairs.
real quick, just officially, I guess we're just gonna ask you to do some more investigation, come back with some more
Table it, and we'll
quotes.
come back
and-
with more info for you.
yeah.
Okay,
Works for me.
just for the
And you
minutes.
could just, if you can
that one's
get
fine.
it to Brad, pictures
I
or
see 'em
whatever,
all the
then
time.
he can email us
Yeah.
and we can
Yeah.
probably move it
Oh, here
faster,
they are.
Okay.
just via that instead of wait for next month's meeting.
Call your
Okay.
insurance guy.
Yeah.
See what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah. I took a ton of pictures the night it happened. Yeah.
And I know, it's just, again, you can
mean-
do it without ruining a relationship with Cruz Brothers, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
for sure.
They're,
Just insurance.
they're reasonable. I mean, I think they would understand, so.
Yeah. All right,
all right.
I mean,
well,
that's why they carry insurance, that's why everybody has to be insurable. I
Right.
mean, and it's just a pure, simple accident, nothing deliberate, it doesn't matter if we all drive away and all of us crashed into Brad's truck, I mean, it's an accident.
That's the city. He's all right.
yeah, just, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, and more's gonna happen if they don't get it resolved soon. More can happen if they don't get
Yeah.
it resolved soon.
Well, appreciate
Okay.
it, guys,
Yeah.
thank you,
Thank
and
you.
just keep us in the loop, and,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we wanna work with you, I just wanna make sure you guys, you know,
Appreciate it.
anyway,
Yeah,
thank you.
Just kinda wanna get it done so our insurance will go down.
Yeah, I get it. All right, Brad, we got
Thank
anything
you.
else? Thank you, guys. No? All right, well, with that, we'll, entertain a motion to adjourn at 6:51.
I'll motion.
Motion, second,